Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have... I already forgot. I can't read it backwards. Let's start over again. Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have 7 toughest days. This is a series. So far, only 3 episodes. It's from 2023. One season. I don't know if there's more coming. Maybe it just started. I don't know, because it's, this year. Each of the episodes are about 45 minutes long, and it follows Dwayne Fields, I believe his name is. Why didn't I bring this up on IMDb? This is just really annoying to me now. Sorry, guys. Now, what's the show called? 7. That should be pretty easy to find. 7 toughest days. Yeah, Dwayne Fields. Yeah. You could have probably checked it right there. Yeah, there. This is Dwayne Fields. Anyway, that's Dwayne Fields. And he is a bit of an adventurer. He decides to drop himself into different parts of the country, different parts of the world, and goes on a 7-day adventure to get from one location to a pickup point. In this case, in the first episode, I only watched one episode, in Gabon, in Africa, and it's some of the highest, densest forests and jungles in all of Africa, if not the world. And it looks like you'd presume, the way he talks, that he's doing this all by himself. Of course, he has a camera crew with him, because he doesn't film everything himself, like, hey, selfie. He doesn't do that. And this is a National Geographic series. It's all about adventure and excitement and nature and challenging man versus nature. That whole challenge. It's a little over dramatic at times to me. I'm not into reality shows, but I can appreciate a documentary that really digs deep into the world, different parts of the world, and looks at things that I'm not used to seeing. And certainly he's much braver than I, as I would not do any of the stuff he's doing. I don't care how many people are in the camera crew, but the entire time there's no indication. There's no admittance that there is a camera crew with him, no matter what he goes through. It's just him alone, doing this himself. A black British man doing this for the first time in Africa or in this jungle. I'm not really sure. He was raised in Jamaica, moved to England, and he never felt right, never felt like he belonged there, I guess. They try to give him a little bit of backstory every once in a while, just sort of get to know him a little bit. But for the most part, you're there for hopefully you get to see some really neat, interesting creatures. He goes into a cave and sees these bats and these giant-looking spiders and snakes and all sorts of stuff. But for the most part, you get the impression that if he's going to go on this deal, and of course if this show goes, maybe there's a reason why there's only 3 episodes. Maybe he didn't make it after the 3rd one. Maybe something went really bad. I don't know. I think they would just, not put this series out then. But either way, he's a ticking clock. He's got to get there in 7 days so they can fly him out of there in the plane. And the person who's picking him up is also the person sort of, instructs him at the beginning and says, he kind of looks at him like, why are you doing this? He doesn't say that, but the tone of his voice is just like, why? Oh, TV. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, to me, this is not the kind of show for me. It's just not. It focuses on a person that I don't really connect with, I guess. I don't know. Would it be if it was a celebrity, would it make a big deal? No, I don't know. Really, it's just the overdramatic music, the cliffhanger cuts at the commercial break that there are none, of course, on Disney Plus if you've got that standard package. It does what it's meant to do. Like the whole thing, the very beginning, you need to start strong, and you need to start with a big, exciting moment, and they do, and that's the way it should go. But it's him kayaking kind of down a river that he's apparently never been before. And he's like, what does that sound? What does that sound? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a waterfall. I better go to shore. He was never in danger. There's no way that you're doing this and going, you know what? I'm going down a river. There's a waterfall at some point. We know this ahead of time. If there's anything mapped, even if nothing else is mapped in this jungle, the only thing is mapped, it's the rivers. They're easy to tell. They're easy to see for the most part compared to most things, especially the waterfalls. So yeah, I understand what they're trying to do and make it more exciting and thrilling. And it is pretty, sometimes it's unsettling. Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? He's going to sleep in a hammock in a tree to make sure there's not ants going to get him. So there's good tips. Use menthol. Put it on the ropes that tie to the trees. And what does he do for water? And there's kind of a really neat thing that he does with that to get fresh water. So there's kind of neat tips if you ever find yourself dropped in the middle of the Gabon jungle. He even meets some native nomad tribe. Not really a tribe. They have modern clothes for the most part. Just whole families that they don't speak English, of course. British. He doesn't speak English, but they apparently speak French enough. I guess French had settled there to a degree that allows them to speak French. He knows a little French, and so they talk. And they find him fish in the mud. So, yeah. He's braver than me. That's all I can say. He's much braver. This is not the kind of thing I'm going to watch ever over again, It's nothing against him. It's just not my thing at all. So, if you're into this kind of adventure and you want to kind of live vicariously through this man's travels, he goes to Gabon. He's in Oman, which is we go from jungle to desert, and then we go to Kyrgyzstan, which is snowy mountains and stuff. So, should be interesting. Let's check tomorrow's episode.
55.
Man, we're staying really low on numbers here. Please be something, not a documentary. No, it's a documentary. It's another documentary. I think I might have to put a rule in place soon that if I go like 5 or 10 in a row, that I have to keep picking until I find a not documentary. But at least these are really different from each other. Like, I already forgot what we did. We had giraffes. We had sharks not long ago. We had, there's always sharks. We had climate change. We had the guy going through the jungle here. And now we're still in Africa, but Black Pharaoh's sunken treasures. So I guess maybe something sunk in the Nile or the Mediterranean, or maybe in the Atlantic Ocean or Persian Ocean. I don't know, something like that. It's a pharaohs and stuff. Say it again. What is it? Come on. Black Pharaoh's sunken treasures. That's what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.